Immortality. For centuries, it's been the stuff of myths and legends, right? A prize people are always searching for in epic tales. But what if I told you it might actually be real? Not in some mythical fountain of youth, but in the deep blue sea? Let's get into it. It's one of the biggest questions you can ask. Everything we see has a life cycle, a beginning, a middle, and an end. But is that really a universal rule? Or, just maybe, has nature already created an exception? So take a look at this. It might not look like much, right? Just a tiny, almost see-through little speck floating in the water. But this little organism holds a biological secret that completely defies the concept of death as we know it. And we're not talking about science fiction here. No way. We are talking about a real, living animal that has basically mastered survival by having what amounts to a biological reset button. Its scientific name is Turritopsis dohrnii, but it's earned a much more dramatic nickname, the Immortal Jellyfish. And believe me, it has that name for a very, very good reason. It can, at least in theory, live forever. So what exactly is this creature? And how in the world does it pull off something that seems totally impossible? Let's get to know this incredible little survivor.
First off, it is tiny. Really tiny. At its absolute largest, the bell-shaped body of an adult is only about 4.5 millimeters across. That is smaller than your pinky nail. And it's a perfect example of one of nature's favorite tricks. Sometimes the most extraordinary things come in the smallest packages.
Okay, so to really get why our little jellyfish is so special, you gotta understand the normal life of its cousins. For most jellyfish, life is a one-way street. They start as a free-swimming larva, then they settle down into a polyp colony on the seafloor. From there, they bud off into that familiar jellyfish or medusa form. They grow up, they reproduce, and then that's it. They die. End of the line. But Turritopsis dohrnii, it has a secret escape hatch from this one-way path. It literally has a way to turn back the clock. Just imagine being faced with a life-threatening situation, like you're starving, or the water temperature suddenly changes, or you're just dealing with the aches and pains of old age. Instead of giving up, this jellyfish just decides, nope, I'm gonna be young again. The science behind this magic trick is a process called transdifferentiation. Now, to put that simply, imagine a butterfly. Instead of dying, it could transform its wing cells and its muscle cells all the way back into the cells of a caterpillar. It's a complete cellular do-over, a trick that is incredibly rare in the animal kingdom.
The process itself is just wild. The adult jellyfish basically just melts down. Its bell and its tentacles fall apart, and it sinks to the ocean floor as this little blob. From that blob, it grows back into its earliest life stage, a polyp colony. And then from that exact same colony, a new genetically identical jellyfish just buds right off to live its life all over again.
Okay, so it can live forever. Does that mean it's invincible? Absolutely not. And this is a really, really important distinction we have to make. So what does biological immortality actually mean? Well, it means the jellyfish doesn't die from getting old, since its cells can just rejuvenate over and over again. But it can for sure be killed. It's not immune to the everyday dangers of the ocean.
And trust me, there are plenty of dangers out there. Just like any other small creature floating around, Turritopsis dohrnii makes a pretty tasty snack for a whole bunch of predators. If it gets eaten by a sea turtle or another jellyfish, that's it. Game over. There's no coming back from being digested. So we've got a tiny, vulnerable jellyfish that can rewind its own life. It's a fascinating little biological curiosity, sure, but why does it matter to us, sitting here on land?
Well, for one thing, its incredible resilience has allowed it to basically conquer the globe. Marine scientist Dr. Maria Miglietta actually calls it a worldwide silent invasion, because it's so small and so tough, it's spreading everywhere. Yeah, scientists think it started out in the Pacific, but now you can find it in temperate and tropical waters all over the planet. And how did it do that? By hitching rides in the ballast water of huge cargo ships. It has just silently populated new oceans without anyone even noticing for years. But the biggest reason this jellyfish matters lies deep inside its cells. Its biological code holds secrets that could totally revolutionize human medicine. Imagine using its tricks for regenerative medicine, teaching our own bodies how to repair damaged organs, or studying how it defies aging to find new ways to fight our own cellular decline. The clues to flawless DNA repair, the secrets of stem cell renewal, it's all right there, waiting to be unlocked.
It's really a mind-bending thought, isn't it? This tiny, seemingly insignificant creature has mastered a process that we can only dream of. It really forces us to ask a pretty profound question. Could the key to fighting age and healing our own bodies have been floating around in the ocean all along?